Topic, that is combination of capacitors. We all have seen that capacitor is two parallel plates separated by a particular distance. The let this side let this plate be positively charged, this plate is negatively charged, and the outer surface of the second charge is earth. This is capacitor. So if I want to study combination of capacitors, means n number of capacitors connected, then there will be two combinations. We can connect capacitors in two combinations, one is series and another is parallel. So let's study first about series combination of capacitors. In series combination of capacitor, the arrangement is in this format. Initially, we'll study for three capacitors in series. For three capacitors in series, okay. Let me first explain you the arrangement. Now this is your first capacitor, this is your second capacitor, this is your third capacitor. I want to connect them in series. So first plate, second plate. The second plate of first capacitor is connected, or conductor. Now it is conductor. After grounding it, after if this outer surface of the second plate is connected to ground, then that becomes capacitor. So initially I'll call this 3 as conductor because we have not earth, we have not shown any earthing over here. So let me call this as conductors initially. So the second plate of the first conductor is connected to first plate of the second conductor. See, this is your first conductor. Second plate of your first conductor is connected to first plate of your second conductor. Then the second plate of second conductor is connected to first plate of third conductor, and this goes on. So let me connect it. Here is the connection, then here is the connection, and we all have seen that second plate goes to ground. Now this becomes the current capacitor in series combination, and this side is left open. See, looks like capacitor, and here we have three conductors connected in series in this format. So this becomes series combination of capacitors. If V is the potential difference applied across this combination, V1 is the potential difference across this capacitor or conductor, V2 is the potential difference of this capacitor, and V3 is the potential difference across this capacitor. So in series combination, the potential difference applied across this whole system should be equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Then that combination becomes series combination, or this happens in series combination. Next thing, if plus minus Q1 is the charge on this capacitor, plus minus Q2 is the charge on this capacitor, plus minus Q3 is the charge on this capacitor, then in series combination, all the three charges are equal. Okay, next thing, let C1 be the capacity of this capacitor, C2 be the capacity of this capacitor, and C3 be the capacity of this capacitor. Then what will be the capacitance or capacity? C1, a formula, that is charge upon potential. So all the capacitors have the same charge, that is Q. So I'll write Q instead of Q1, I'll write Q upon the potential, that is V1, Q upon V2, Q upon V3. We have this with us. So what will be V1? V1 will be Q upon C1, V2 will be Q upon C2, and V3 will be Q upon C3. Let's substitute this in this equation, that is V is equal to V1. At place of V1, I'll write q upon c1. At place of v2, I'll write q upon c2. At place of v3, I'll write q upon c3. Now can I take q as common? Yes, I can take. So I'll write potential difference applied across the combination is equal to q in common, 1 upon c1, 1 upon c2 plus 1 upon c3. Now what is this? 1 upon c1, 1 upon c2, 1 upon c3 is equal to 1 upon cs, capacitors connected in series. So the potential difference across the combination is charge upon cs. Okay. Now, if we have n number of capacitors, then I can write this as 1 upon C equivalent. I'll say this as equivalent capacitance for n capacitors connected in series. So that will be 1 upon C1, 1 upon C2 till 1 upon Cn. Okay. Now, another formula. If these three capacitors are identical, means their capacitance will be equal. C1 will be C2 will be C3 will be equal to C, because these three capacitors are identical. Then what will happen to this formula? Will become as 1 upon C plus 1 upon C plus 1 upon C, that is denominator is common. 1 plus 1 is 3 upon C, that is 1 upon Cs. So the capacitance for three identical capacitors connected in series will be 1 upon C, or I can write it as Cs is equal to Cs, I'll take it over here, 1 upon 3, and the C goes on the numerator, that is C upon 3 for identical capacitors, for 3 identical capacitors. Now what will be for n identical capacitors connected in series combination? For n identical capacitors, we have taken it as equivalent capacitance. So we will write it as this, and C upon n. For 3 capacitors, it was 3. For n number of capacitance, it will be C upon n. If suppose we have 4 capacitors connected in series, and all capacitors have identical capacitance, then that will be Cs will be C upon 4. If there are 5 identical capacitors, then it will be C upon 5. Hope you understood. Combination of series combination of capacitors. After studying series combination, let's come to parallel combination of capacitors. Here we will be connecting capacitors in parallel form. So for connecting capacitors in parallel, this is your first conductor, second conductor, and third conductor. So first plate of first conductor, first plate of first conductor, first plate of second conductor, and first plate of third conductor will all get connected to one terminal, common terminal. Let me call it as A. Then this common terminal will get connected to whatever be the source. Same happens in case of series. This terminal get connected to the source. Then the second plate of the first capacitor or conductor, second plate of the second conductor, again second plate of the third conductor gets connected to the common terminal, or all get connected together, comes to a common terminal. ये तीनों की फर्स्ट प्लेट एक साथ कनेक्ट होगी, ये तीनों की सेकंड प्लेट एक साथ कनेक्ट होगी, और इसको हम कर देंगे ग्राउंड. सो दिस इज पैरेलल कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ कैपेसिटर्स. Okay. Now what happens in this, we'll see. Of course, here the charge will be plus minus Q1 for your first capacitor C1. For second capacitor C2, that is capacitance C2, charge will be plus Q2 and minus Q2. or I can also write it as plus minus Q2 plus Q3 minus Q3. You can also write it as plus minus Q3. Now let V be the potential. V is the applied potential across the combination. This is the applied potential across the combination. In series combination, this potential gets divided to the capacitors according to their capacitance. But in parallel combination, whatever is the potential is applied to the combination, that is same for all the three capacitors. Suppose capacitor C1 has potential V1, C2 has potential V2, C3 has potential V3. So V1 will be equal to V2 and that will be equal to V3 and that will be equal to V in parallel combination. In series combination, we have seen that the charges in series combination, we have seen that the charges on all the capacitors is same, but in parallel combination, they won't be same. Suppose Q is the charge provided from this side, so that Q charge will get divided as Q1, Q2 and Q3. Q1 to capacitor 1, Q2 to capacitor 2 and Q3 to capacitor 3. And this charge distribution depends upon the capacity of the capacitance. Suppose I am sending 4 coulomb of charge from this terminal. So according to C1's capacity, suppose 2 charges flows from here, 1 charge will flow from here and the 1 charge will flow from here. That depends upon the capacity of the capacitor. Distribution of the charges depends upon the capacity of the capacitor. Now, C1 is the capacitance of first capacitor, C2 is the capacitance of second, C3 is the capacitance of the third capacitor. So we all know that formula of capacitance is charge upon potential. So for first capacitor it will be C1, Q1 and V1. But we have seen that V1, V2, V3 all are equal to V, so I'll leave it as V. For C2 it will be Q2 upon V. For C3 it will be Q3 upon V. So what is Q1? Q1 will be C1 into V. Q2 will be C2 into V. And Q3 will be C3 into V. So I'll substitute this in equation 1. So Q will be, what is Q1? C1V. What is Q2? C2V. And what is Q3? C3V. So C1 plus C2 plus C3. Let V be common. So can I write this as capacitors connected in parallel? Combination of capacitors connected in parallel. So what can I write? Cp, the capacitance of this parallel combination of this whole system, is Q upon V. Whatever charge enter from this terminal, that is Q upon the potential applied. That will be the capacitance of this combination or of the system. So we have seen from this equation that C1 plus C2 plus C3 is Cp. If there are n number of capacitors, then it will be Cn, and in that case I'll write it as equivalent capacitance of the system. Okay. Now if there are 3 identical capacitors connected in parallel, so it will be C is equal to Cp, right? Instead of C1, means they are identical, means C1 is equal to C2 is equal to C3, right? According to this statement. So this gives me 3C is equal to Cp. So if there are n identical capacitors in the parallel combination, then what will be equivalent capacitance of the system? It will be Nc. Okay. Now for parallel combination or for series combination, For series combination, high voltage is divided on several capacitors. As you all have seen, that V is the potential difference applied across series combination, and this potential difference gets divided on the three capacitors as V1, V2 and V3, and the combination of this is V, that is V1 plus V2 and V3. And how did they get divided? That is, means how capacitor C1 is getting potential V1, capacitor C2 is getting V2, and capacitor C3 is getting potential difference, that is V3. That depends upon the capacitance of the capacitor. Okay, if the capacitance is high, suppose C1 has capacitance, capacitor 1 has capacitance C1, so charge upon V1. If the capacitance of capacitor C1 is high, it will have low potential. If C3 has low capacitance, then its potential will be high. Okay, suppose it is 9 volt. So 9 volt will get divided as this has low capacitance, so it will have low value as compared to low value of potential as compared to the potential of C3. See, the potential of C1 is low as compared to the potential of C3. Here the potential of C3 is high. If C1 is getting potential 3 volt, from 9 volt it is getting 3 volt. So how much will C3 get? C3 will get, of course, more than 3 volt. That is the 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever it can be, but it will be more than C1 because the capacitance of C1 is high, so its potential is low. And here in case of C3, its capacitance is low, so its potential will be high. So how does V gets divided among these three capacitors? That depends upon the capacitance of the capacitor. And in parallel combination, whenever we want to use parallel combination, why we use parallel combination? Because we require large capacitance at low potential. A particular low potential is set, and that is given to all the three capacitors. So if the potential is low, which is set, the formula for capacitance is charge upon potential. A low potential is set, so all the three capacitors will have large capacitance. So whenever we require this, that is large capacitance, a low potential is applied to a combination, and that low potential remains same for all the three capacitors, then we go for parallel combination.